Well, it's just about time for the Muletrain News Program on this Thursday, November the 16th, 2017, brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
Lornette Mason, 95, of Lubbock, former longtime resident of Muleshoe, died Wednesday night in Lubbock. She was the mother of Becky Conklin of Muleshoe. A memorial service will be held for Lornette Mason Monday morning at 11 at the First Baptist Church of Muleshoe with the pastor, Dr. Stacy Connor. A family graveside service will also be held here in Muleshoe. She was born in Ardmore, Oklahoma, March the 12th, 1922. Lornette was engaged to Raleigh Mason, who was serving our country in the Army Air Corps when he was taken as a prisoner of war at the end of World War II. She at first did not know if he was dead or alive, but she had such a positive attitude that he would return from the war that she went out and bought a wedding dress. After he returned to the States, they were married. Lornette operated here in Muleshoe a Merle Norman cosmetic studio for 25 years. After she sold the studio to Luttrell's High Singer, she still worked for Luttrell part-time. After retiring, she moved to Lubbock in 2007 to a retirement home. Survivors are two daughters, Becky and her husband Norris Conklin of Muleshoe and Cheryl Sullivan of Dallas. 4 grandchildren, Kelly Heidel, Mason Conklin, Jason Sullivan, and Hallie Sally. Please remember all of the family of Lornette Mason in your prayers. And repeating, Lornette was 95 years of age when she died on Wednesday night in Lubbock. She was the mother of Becky Conklin of Muleshoe. A memorial service will be held Monday morning at 11 in the First Baptist Church of Muleshoe, where she was a member, with her pastor, Dr. Stacy Connor, officiating.
Richard Patrick Barnett, 85, formerly of Muleshoe, died on Saturday, November the 11th, 2017, in Reno, Nevada. He was born February the 2nd, 1932, to Charles and Elizabeth Barnett in San Fernando, California. In 1933, his family moved from California to Muleshoe, where Richard grew up, helping his dad on the farm. He graduated from MHS in 1950 and joined the Air Force to train in meteorology. The top 5% graduates of the class could choose assignments, and Richard chose Japan, which allowed him to serve in Korea as a meteorologist throughout the Korean War. He then transferred to Clovis, New Mexico, to Cannon, where he met and married Vera Lou Pretty. After being honorably discharged, Richard became a commercial pilot and a certified flight instructor. He flew for Rutherford Oil and Gas for several years before being hired by Continental Airlines, where he flew their first flight into Saigon, Vietnam. While in Vietnam, he met and married Tone Vu. He trained to fly 727s for United Airlines and Japan Airlines before becoming a private corporate pilot for Weyerhaeuser Corporation, where he stayed until he retired. He and his family lived in Singapore, Hot Springs, Arkansas, and Seattle, Washington. As a corporate pilot flying all over the world, Richard Barnett had the opportunity to enjoy golf on many courses. He retired to Surprise, Arizona for over 20 years before moving to Reno, Nevada, his final home. He enjoyed playing golf right up until the week before he died. He was preceded in death by his first wife, Vera Lou Barnett, his son, Ming Barnett, and son, Ricky Don Barnett. He is survived by his wife, Tone, his children, Beverly Barnett Phillips of Clermont, Florida, Scotty Barnett of Clermont, Florida, Susan Barnett of Reno, Nevada, Kathy Barnett of Florida, and Stephen Gregory Barnett. 7 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren also survive him. He is survived by a brother, Donald Barnett of Edmond, Oklahoma, a sister, Barbara Elizabeth Puckett of Howell, Texas, a sister, Diana Stewart of Canyon Lake, Texas, and many nieces and nephews that always admired their adventurous Uncle Richard. Richard was known to his golfing buddies as Pat. He made friends all around the world, and he drove his motorhome across the U.S. and Mexico, making lifelong friends wherever he went. Richard asks that there not be a memorial service, but he will always be remembered with love by his many friends and family. Please keep the family of Richard Barnett, formerly of Muleshoe of Reno, Nevada, 85 years of age, on your prayer list today. He died Saturday, November the 11th. It is time now for the weather forecast, brought to you today by 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications. First, a message from our sponsor. Secure your life with fast technologies available through 5 Area. Whether you're in Muleshoe or anywhere in the world, security and automation services for your home, farm, or business available now through your hometown company, 5 Area. Plans starting now at $20 per month. Fast Technologies offers live and recordable video surveillance. Control your door locks and garage doors, whether you're in your recliner around the corner or in Dallas. Lighting control and motion detection. Door and window sensors. Receive alerts through text, email, or phone. Plans again starting at $20 per month. Call today, 5 Area, 806-272-5533, or go by their website at 5area.com. They will also be happy to give you an on-site demo, so stop by their offices today, 302 Uvalde Street on the west edge of Muleshoe. A DSL internet connection is required. That's home, farm, and business security and automation services available through Fast Technologies at 5 Area. Call 806-272-5533 for more information. Well, looking at our weather forecast here for the Muleshoe area, sunny this afternoon on Thursday, high up to the low 70s, near 73 degrees. Southwest winds around 15 miles per hour, then mostly clear tonight, low around 45 degrees. Southwest winds around 10 miles per hour. It's going to be windy tomorrow. There's already a fire weather watch in effect for Friday from 12 noon until 6 in the evening during the day on Friday, so be extremely careful as it will be dry, low relative humidity, and windy conditions. Sunny, high near 82 degrees. Breezy with the west-southwest wind between 10 and 15 miles per hour, increasing to 20 to 25 miles per hour as the afternoon moves on. Winds could gust as high as 35 miles per hour during the day. Then mostly clear Friday night, low around 44. West-southwest winds between 10 and 20 miles per hour, becoming north-northwest after midnight. Saturday, sunny, high near 55 degrees. North-northeast winds 15 to 20 miles per hour, decreasing during the afternoon hours, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Winds could gust as high as 30 miles per hour. Clear Saturday night, low around 29. North-northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny, high only around 57 degrees. South-southwest winds between 5 and 15 miles per hour, then mostly clear. Sunday night, low around 32. Sunny on Monday, high near 65 degrees. West-southwest winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy Monday night, low around 38. And repeating our forecast for this Thursday afternoon, sunny, high near 73 degrees. Southwest winds around 15 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight, low around 45. Sunny and breezy tomorrow on Friday, high near 82 degrees. West-southwest winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour, increasing to 20 to 25 miles per hour in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 35 miles per hour. There is a fire weather watch in effect for Friday noon until 6 in the evening. Then Friday night, mostly clear, low around 44. West-southwest winds 10 to 20 miles per hour, becoming north-northwest after midnight. 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a few moments, so please stay tuned. Take control of your First Bank of Muleshoe debit card right from your smartphone with the My Mobile Money app. It's customizable card monitoring and controls that help you manage your accounts. With My Mobile Money app, You can set interactive controls to help monitor activity and prevent unauthorized use. You can turn your card on or off, set alerts, and deny transactions based on merchant or transaction type and location. Monitor and control dependent cardholder usage. Receive notifications of possible fraudulent transactions and take action. Deposit checks through your phone. Download the My Mobile Money app now at the App Store or Google Play. For more information, you can also call the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515, or go by 202 South First Street. The First Bank right here in Muleshoe, offering the My Mobile Money app. Available at the App Store or Google Play. Call the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515, or go by 202 South First Street. The First Bank, member FDIC.
This is Isla Reynolds. I am 7 years old, and I know one thing, that Leal's Mexican food is the best. I love the chips and salsa at Leal's. The enchiladas are super. You have to try the guacamole and sopapillas. That's at my favorite Leal's in Muleshoe at 1010 West American Boulevard.
Just in at Frying Cox, 401 South First Street in Muleshoe is the pop socket phone grips, stands, and mounts for your car or home. Secure, comfortable grips for your phone or tablet that you can also use as a stand, and it comes in a variety of cool designs and colors. Neat paper towel holders in the lamb, pig, and dachshund shapes. Christmas and fall wreath kits. Get your kit to make Santa, elves, or a cheerful harvest scarecrow now at Frying Cox. Perfect for the holiday cooking season ahead are these airtight silicone lids in banana leaf, watermelon, sunflower, poppy, and clear designs in a variety of shapes and sizes, and insulates both hot and cold food. Brand new is the O'Keefe Hardworking Hand Care and Lip Care, which guarantees relief for extremely cracked skin, and now at Frying Cox. Get these great deals during the month of November, like a 16-pack alkaline battery, AA or AAA size for only $8.49, and the LED headlamp with 70 hours of runtime on sale through November, now $29.99 while supplies last. Twin pack of Sprayway glass cleaner, only $6.99 now at Frying Cox. And don't forget the new sewing section with new arrivals like textured illusion fabric, quilt backing, elastic cords, safety and color ball pins, and much, much more. All at 401 South First Street, open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Frying Cox in Muleshoe, Texas.
The Muleshoe Mules football team advances into the playoffs Friday night at 7 o'clock to play the Golden Cranes of Crane at Denver City. This is by district of 3A Division I playoffs. Fox Sports Southwest has again this season purchased the rights from University Interscholastic League to broadcast all playoff games in the state of Texas. Therefore, it makes it impossible for us to broadcast the Muleshoe Crane game or any of the Mules playoff games, we are sorry to report. Of course, Fox Sports Southwest will not broadcast the Muleshoe Crane game either. Shallow Water is going to be playing from our district, Grape Creek, at Snyder, 7:30 Thursday night. Freona plays Wall Friday at 7:30 at Sweetwater. Slayton versus Kermit Saturday at 7 o'clock at Big Spring. Other area playoff games will be Sudan versus Seagraves Friday at Levelland at 7 o'clock. Farwell versus Roscoe Thursday at 7 at Post. Spring Lake Earth versus Hamlin Friday at 7 at Spring Lake Earth. Amherst versus Petersburg Friday at 7 at New Home. Good luck to all of our area teams. And if you're a Muleshoe Mule fan, be sure and wear your black and white and go to the game down at Denver City with Mules and Crane playing. Marjorie Precure is in hospice care at her retirement home in Irving. Her daughters, Melanie, Cassie, and Judy, are all with her at this time. Please remember Marjorie Precure and all of her family in your prayers, please. Kansas Athletics has a feature story about Garrett Riley, a Muleshoe High School graduate and the son of Mike and Marilyn Riley of Muleshoe. Garrett is the quarterback coach at the University of Kansas. You can read the entire story on our Twitter feed, which is found on the front page in the left-hand corner of muleshoetv.com. One thing I noticed, the question was asked, from your own perspective, what similarities do you and your brother Lincoln Riley have? And this is what Garrett said: we are both pretty calm and collected guys. You can read the entire story from Kansas Athletics on our Twitter feed now. Royce and Sandy Turner are being recognized this month of Thanksgiving at the Oneida Wagnon Senior Citizen Center for their faithful support of all the many activities at the center, as well as their financial support too. At the center, they are having Tai Chi classes on Monday mornings. So remember that. And they will be closed on Thanksgiving Day, November the 23rd, and also the next day on Friday, November the 24th at the Oneida Wagnon Center. They want to thank the K&K Pharmacy here in Muleshoe for sending some of their staff to call for bingo. And bingo is being held every Thursday afternoon at the center at 1:30. Also, they're going to give away a beautiful quilt made by Ruby Green and Ann Head at the center on November the 22nd at noon, and you do not need to be present to win. And it is $2 for one ticket or 6 tickets for $10, and all money will go to the Oneida Wagnon Senior Citizen Center. In case you miss the Medicare open enrollment presentation by South Plains Association of Governments, you can make an appointment at the center, and there will be someone there from SPAG to explain on the Medicare open enrollment on Wednesday, November the 29th. Just tell them at the office of the Senior Citizen Center. They are also going to give away a playhouse for Christmas. The playhouse can also be used as a storage house, as it is that roomy. Tickets are $10 each, or 3 for $25. And it will be drawn for at noon on Wednesday, December the 15th at the Oneida Wagnon Senior Citizen Center, and you do not need to be present to win. A community-wide Thanksgiving service will be held this Sunday evening at the First Baptist Church at 6 o'clock. They also will be collecting food and monetary donations for the Muleshoe Food Pantry. Also, at the First Baptist Church here in Muleshoe, all during this month of November, on Sunday mornings during the children's message, they will be collecting food for the food pantry as well. St. Philip's Neri Catholic Church in Pep will host its 72nd annual Thanksgiving Festival, Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, November the 23rd at St. Philip Neri Parish Hall. Pep's famous German sausage, turkey, dressing, and all the Thanksgiving trimmings will be served from 11 to 2. The festival country store will also be filled with baked goods, crafts, sauerkraut, homemade bread, and festival t-shirts, and the children will enjoy the go fishing pond and grab bags full of surprises. All proceeds from this event will go to the Catholic Church at Pep. Adult plates, $12, $6 for children 6 and under. Takeout plates will be available until 2 o'clock and at no extra charge. But if you want a large amount of takeout plates, please call now Dana at 806-786-1572. The famous German sausage and also breakfast sausage will be for sale at the parish hall on Wednesday, November the 27th from 7 in the morning until 6 at night. Sausage will be also for sale the day of the festival. You can call to get more information from Fett Dimmel at 806-245-6557. A drawing for a $1,000 MasterCard gift card, a Green Mountain pellet grill, and a PlayStation 4 bundle will also be held at the festival. A donation of $5 for one ticket or 5 tickets for $20. One ticket will give you a chance at all 3 prizes, and you do not need to be present to win. PEP is located in the northwest part of Hockley County on Highway 303, according to Annabelle Walker and Diana Dolly, the publicity committee. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in a moment.
AIM Bank Muleshoe and Farwell is bringing many exciting opportunities to the Muleshoe, Lasbuddy, and Farwell areas, and technology enhancements increase lending capabilities while keeping all of the same smiling faces you're used to in both locations. AIM Bank Muleshoe joins the many area full-service AIM Bank locations in the Panhandle, South Plains, Permian Basin, and Big Country regions of Texas, combined with an ATM network of more than 750 Stripes convenience stores locations in Texas, New Mexico, along with Oklahoma. AIM Bank has a commitment of supporting local communities and their local customers right here in the Muleshoe area. AIM Bank, where a handshake still means something, both member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
The Muleshoe Area Medical Center at 708 South 1st Street has 2 nurse practitioners, Christy Lee and Kristen Neely. You can make an appointment now by calling 806-272-7544 at the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe with either Christy or Kristen. The Medical Clinic of Muleshoe is located inside of the Muleshoe Area Medical Center at 708 South 1st Street here in Muleshoe. Again, the number to call is 806-272-7544 to make your appointment now to see either Christy Lee or Kristen Neely, nurse practitioners at the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe.
Thanks to everyone who came out and shopped with Tattered Tumbleweed for the very successful Muleshoe Merry Market. And make sure to come in to 1405 West American Boulevard beginning on Tuesday, November the 14th through the end of the year. When you buy $75 worth of Wrangler apparel, you get a free 70th anniversary commemorative Wrangler water bottle that Tattered has in stock. They have a great selection of Wrangler jeans, long sleeve shirts, and brand new Wrangler Wild Rags, perfect for the gift-giving holiday season ahead. Come in to get wedding shower selections now at Tattered for Eli Leal and Cheyenne Rainey. New selection of women's shirts by August Blue and Crazy Train with some great Texans and country designs, new area cruisers for the ladies, and nothing tastes like the Christmas season like Fredericksburg Farms. Their stock is replenished at Tattered Tumbleweed with tomatillo and peach salsa, raspberry peach chipotle glaze, barbecue and grilling glazes, homemade preserves, peach pecan butter, pork, beef, and tuna rubs, and much, much more by Fredericksburg Farm. Tattered is putting out all their Christmas ornaments, wall decorations, and stockings, along with a new line of inspirational wall art, Wassel Spice Apple Cider Mix, and the yummy Chocolate Royale Hot Cocoa Mix, and a great selection of mugs perfect for gift giving. If you're looking for a gift for that hard-to-please man, try the Duke Cannon Bloody Knuckles Hand Repair, News Anchor Pomade, Big Brick of Soap, Big American Bourbon Soap, Shower and Shaving Cream, and much more by Duke Cannon, and also see the restock selection of Huey baseball caps. The cold weather is here, and Gina is furiously restocking their selection of warm coats and bibs, so get in now to Tattered Tumbleweed, 1405 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas. They're open Tuesday through Fridays, 10 a.m. till 6 p.m., and Saturdays, 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. Make sure to go to our website, and you can find our interview that we released yesterday with Fred Allison. He's a Muleshoe native, and he has edited a book put together about Roy Elrod's experiences in the Marines fighting in the Pacific in World War II. The title of the book is We Were Going to Win or Die There. Roy Elrod is a true pioneer of Muleshoe and Bailey County, as he was the fourth child issued a birth certificate in Bailey County, and that book about his experiences in World War II are available on the University of North Texas Press, and you can find a link to buy the book on our website, muleshoetv.com. Also on the front page is Monday evening's Muleshoe City Council meeting, where, along with the normal order of business, they recognize all the Muleshoe area veterans, and also you can see a short video tour through the new Muleshoe Volunteer Fire Department fire truck. All that available on our website, muleshoetv.com. Of course, you can find as well our Meet Your Neighbor program for the month of November. It is an interview with Ray Don Stanford, the minister at the Trinity Christian Center Church, as they are preparing for their vintage Christmas dinner and concert. And of course, all proceeds will benefit the Muleshoe Meals on Wheels program. The Christmas dinner and concert will be Friday, December the 1st at 1723 West American Boulevard, the Trinity Christian Center Church here in Muleshoe. You need to get your tickets beforehand because they are serving a dinner with it this year. You can get tickets at Leal's Mexican Restaurant, Stone Grace Boutique, or find a link to the Trinity Christian Center Church websites and buy your tickets online there. The doors will open at 6 p.m. on December 1st, and the dinner and concert will be from 6:30 until 8:30. And again, see our interview with Ray Don Stanford on our website under the latest videos tab about their upcoming vintage Christmas dinner and concert to benefit the Muleshoe Meals on Wheels. It'll be Friday, December 1st at the Trinity Christian Center Church. You can pick up your tickets now at Leal's or Stone Grace Boutique. Last month, we got a call about a Christian movie being shot on Elm Street in the Lenox edition of Muleshoe. The movie is titled The Hardest Day, and the writer, director, and camera operator you can see in our video is Rob Carter from Canyon with Gardendale Ventures. The main character in the scenes that were being shot in Muleshoe in the red shirt is Ryan Rowley of Tyler, Texas. The movie deals with a small Texas town the day after the rapture. Mr. Carter told us that the movie was tentatively being set to be released in April or May of 2018. They chose Muleshoe to shoot in because we are a Texas Film Commission film-friendly town, and some subsequent scenes may be shot here as well. Some of the other main characters in the movie and crew members you can see in our video is David Limer, Kim Jordan, both of Amarillo, and Constantine Bankston. You can see some Muleshoe residents being used as well in these scenes as extras and small speaking parts, and they are Damian Martinez, Tina Oliveris, Nacho Martinez, Sandy Olivas, and Maria Martinez. Now hear a little more from Rob Carter about the movie and a video that they produced for us.
Right after the rapture, then the people that are left behind, there are three groups of those people. The first group are the holiness people. And that doesn't mean all holiness people are left behind, don't get me wrong. What that means is there are a certain group of holiness people that are left behind that are kind of shocked that they're left behind. And so they're dealing with that and talking about that. Then there's also the city folk. You know, maybe being conservative, you might understand those as liberal atheists that never believed anyway. Now, they're left behind. And so you have that group of people that are trying to survive. Then you have the preppers. And the preppers, you know, they thought that they could make it through anything because they were preppers. And they planned on survival skills and having those and being prepared for this event in the world to take place. Of course, they thought it was through an economic collapse or political overthrow or something, not the rapture of the church. So you have those three groups of people that are trying to survive during this 7-year period. And so our characters kind of emerge from each one of those groups. And that's kind of how we deal with that subject matter.
Well, Rob, let me ask you something. Is this considered a Christian film?
Well, you know, I've worked on about 5 or 6 different Christian movies because of PureFlick. And because of my friends that were associated with them, got me on the set, and I worked with those movies. And those were basically Christian, what we call Christian movies. God's Not Dead is a Christian movie. But it was a professor that was liberal that preached his message and gave bad grades to the Christians in his classroom. So it was something, you know, that movie dealt with something they observed in the world that was going on, and they had the message that, you know, Christians ought to have a right to go to college too and get good grades. You know, and then also you had the Christian movie that came out with Russell Crowe, Noah. And, you know, I believe in imagination and I believe in creativity, and they got real imaginative and creative, you know, in that movie. But they called it a Christian movie, but it wasn't biblically sound. It didn't line up with the Bible at all. And so, and it also it tried to talk about the Bible, but it was, you know, it had those exaggerations, those imaginations in it that weren't really spelled out in the Bible. You know, so this Christian movie is a lot different than observing something. You know, I just watched Courageous. You've seen the movie Courageous. Mm-hmm. And those guys really inspired me with some of their first movies because they did them on low budgets and they got them out there and they did well. And there in that movie is the same thing. They look at something, they observe something in the world like fatherhood. You know, people aren't being the right kind of father to their children. So the movie addresses that situation in the earth, and then they make a movie about it, and the message is broadcasted out that, you know, dads need to be better fathers and join Promise Keepers and do a better job raising their children. So that movie is effective and helps reach people with good things, to bring good things to their lives. But this movie is different, it's a lot like the movie, I guess, with Mel Gibson, The Passion of the Christ. See, that was a Christian movie, but that was real biblical, and it really showed exactly what happened to Christ and how bad he was beaten and stuff like that. And so that movie really got into what the Bible said, that what happened to Christ. So when you look at a Christian movie, are you talking about the Bible, or are you talking about how to raise your children better? Of course, there's a lot of different ways to approach. And this one here, Hardest Day, deals with the rapture and deals with what happens to people during that 7-year period. And I try to keep it as biblical as I possibly can, to where people will not only see what happens to them, but also will understand, if you're left behind, what will happen.
Muleshoe's Watson Junior High won first place in the district at UIL academic events on Wednesday. Congratulations to all of the students who participated in these academic events. Littlefield was second, Friona was third, and Dimmitt was fourth. Joe Nix announces that Tuesday afternoon at 2 o'clock at Dillman Elementary School cafeteria, the kindergarten students will have a Thanksgiving program, and all of the parents are certainly welcome to come, and grandparents, you're invited too. In our bargain basement, I need to hire a dependable housekeeper. Call 806-272-4989. For sale, 3 oak bookcases. 2 are 6x4 and the other is 3x4. Call 806-272-4857. And don't forget, I need a dependable housekeeper here at Channel 6. Well, it's time for Project Christmas Card. Send your contributions for Project Christmas Card now to the Parkview Nursing Care Center, or you can simply drop it off at either of the local banks, First Bank or AIM Bank, or send it to Parkview Nursing Care Center, 1100 West Avenue J here in Muleshoe. The deadline is December the 11th. On our prayer list, please remember the congregation and community of Sutherland Springs, Texas, the families and friends of those who lost loved ones, and those fighting still in the hospital for their lives. Remember Terry Byers and her husband James and their family in your prayers also. Kay Ramage and Gary Morris, Rusty Trotter, who is home from Bahrain, and he is right now in College Station, but will have to have back surgery in San Antonio in the near future. Marjorie Precure in hospice care in her retirement home in Irving, and these families who have lost loved ones. Delbert Atwood, 54 of Olton. Laurinette Mason, 95 of Lubbock. Richard Barnett, formerly of Muleshoe, a Muleshoe High School graduate. Also the family of Reynaldo C. Melendez, Cosette Blackwood, 96 of Lubbock, formerly of Muleshoe, and Connie Haight, 68 of Ruidoso, also formerly of Muleshoe. These families who have lost loved ones recently.
Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain rotating on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well. Find it free of charge on demand on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. We'll hear some Texas sounds in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well as MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association with offices in Muleshoe as well as in Morton. They're celebrating 77 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric. They're owned by the members they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online, bcecoop.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO, David Markle, all hope that you enjoy the Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
In Texas, you hear all kinds of sounds. Cowboys and crows and old trains and black powder echoing through the canyons. Bells and birds and bridges that creak, the roaring of the surf, the ripple of a stream, coyotes and cattle, and wind in the cottonwoods. I love to record a shoeshine man popping his rag, or an energetic pots and pans band. A gas-powered pump jack sounding out over the prairie at night. I love the sound of hummingbirds and the sound a wind turbine makes, or the sound of a still morning on a small lake. The sound a windmill makes is a powerful reminder of the past. I love the sound of the woods at night when a dog barks, and nighttime brings out a symphony of frogs. I was with some rattlesnake hunters who found a snake den that had a swarm of bees. The bees didn't bother the hunters at all. They just kept dragging out snakes.
Here comes another one.
Some people play unusual instruments, like rubbing fingers over glasses filled with different amounts of water. I interviewed a whistler. I recorded an oompa band that has a woman that plays an old bench with salt on it. She rubs the handle of a leaf rake across the bench.
That's our tuba, you know. The leaf rake has to be a really old one. A new one don't play good. And I see already, every week those leaf rake is shorter, probably an inch.
An audio artist created music using natural sounds. The steam-powered Fandangle Calliope in Albany is the only musical instrument in Texas that requires a boiler inspection. I like Texas sounds. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.